I have the solution to all of our problems. You're gonna want to check this one out. The best album ever made. Edward. This is a beauty of an album right here. Look at it. Just beautiful. Beautiful CD artwork. And you open it and look at that beauty right there. Edward! It's just Edward. And it's so cool. So cool. It's this dude. But like cool rap music. Okay. So this is not a real album, if you can't tell. I made this myself. But you see, this goes to show how easy it is for just anyone to make an album. If I really wanted to, I could record some songs and put it on here, and I would have a full official album, right? But like, the CDs and the blank cases, whatever, they could be used for good and bad things. This is a very bad thing I used it for. I might keep this in the background for funny stuff, whatever, but not really. I don't know. You see, here's something I used it for good. Okay, this bootleg that I made legal, L-E-G-A-L, legal copy of the Blinkyville soundtrack, because I don't have the CD, and so I just put a CD rip on here. And I'm not selling it, so it's not illegal. It is L-E-G-A-L. Legal. So with that, yeah, here comes my point again. Physical media is just so easy to create now. You got blank tapes, you got blank discs. Lord knows I have a lot of blank discs. This is just my blank DVDs. I have a good amount, I would say. And then I recently just went to Walmart yesterday and got some blank CDs. Oh, this is heavy. So, as you can see, I got a lot of that. And then the cases I'm not using. Let me show you how many cases I'm not using. This is how many cases I'm currently not using at the moment and are going to be used for future things. And I'm going to probably end up having to restock on these cases, I'm not going to lie. Because they're already being put to great uses. Like the Edward. But, this kind of reminded me of how awesome physical media is and how it's just better than streaming. Because, you could stream your music on your Spotify, your Apple Music, your YouTube Music if you're feeling a little freaky, but you will never have a 12-inch cover of Super Rock with Mount Rushmore with glasses on the back. You will never have that with your physical media. You might be able to see the front cover, but it won't be 12 inches, will it? And you most certainly will not have country and western music jamboree, will you? That's falling apart. You will never have that. You will never have what us physical media collectors have. And you most certainly will undeniably not have the swing gears. This giant, how many LPs are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. You will never have the 7 LP thing, the swing gears. You'll never have that. You'll never even experience 7. You'll never experience 1 LP when you're streaming. You see, what I like about streaming is that you can physically hold it. It's sort of like this Edward printout. I can physically hold this. I can physically hold this too. And also, CDs are just so much higher quality than streaming. Streaming is like M4A files, which is more compressed than MP3. And MP3 is considered heavily compressed. And so M4A is just some of the lowest quality you can get. And CDs is some of the best quality you can get. .wav files. This is good quality stuff. And I actually used .wav files for this because MP3 is still considered heavily compressed. I will still use MP3 for some things. Like, almost all of my CDs are burned from MP3, but this was burned from WAV because I could stream this. I uploaded this entire album to BandLab. I could stream this with MP3 if I wanted to, but I'm not going to go in here burn just so I can listen to an MP3. No, I wanted to listen to this in its highest quality possible, which is .wav files. That is the highest quality that can be burned onto it is. And I wanted to convert it to FLAC so it's even higher, but CDs are way too compact and they're too weak to handle FLACs. So you're going to need a whole FLAC player for that if you want to listen to it outside of a computer. But, and also CDs, like I said earlier, they're just so cool to look at. Like, if you stream something, you'll never get this. You'll never get to hold this. You'll never get to look at, ooh, cool disc, cool optical media, cool. You know, you'll never. Whenever you make a playlist, you'll never get to go up here, grab one of these, check if it's scratched, put it in there, and you'll never get that interaction. You put songs into a folder on your Spotify, and then yeah, okay, you don't have to do anything. And there's other physical media. I don't have any cassette tapes, but I have this, a cassette player. Whenever I get tapes, I will show them to y'all. I'm not gonna cut the video to when I get tapes, so I'm just gonna, yeah, I have this cassette player that I will eventually be able to play tapes on sometime, and I also have a pretty decent sized VHS collection here. Let me show you one of my tapes. Let me grab it. This guy. So that means I have CD of the soundtrack and VHS of the movie. That's pretty cool. See what you couldn't be able to do if you just streamed the movie? I replaced this top part here with blue. You can't replace the top part of your streaming thing blue. That's not possible. It's not a physical, graspable thing. It's only a file, media file. You can't do that. But I have it physically, so I can do that, which is cool. And then I also have this. It's cool with rock. It's a slipcase. I don't really like slipcases that much, but I mean it's still cool. I'm gonna get Jack Black on magnetic black tape. Whatever. You know, he's sitting there looking at you. And then I have this tape of Will Ferrell's Elf. I opened the seal on this recently because I wanted to actually see the tape, but it's never been played ever. It came sealed. It has this little thing. Oh yeah, I have this. Do not watch until December 1st. Salvi, I don't. Yeah. Win an elf for yourself. I think I can still win an elf for myself. I'm keeping this. This is probably gonna be like worth a lot of money, and I'm just ooh, cool effect. But yeah, if you can't tell from the front already, this actually has black reels. You can't have black reels on the streaming thing now, can you? Look, never played. Never. This tape has never touched a tape head ever in its entire lifespan of being a tape. No. Let me put this back in here. That's why I don't like suitcases. Okay. And then, it's good for kids too, because what if you're babysitting, like I do sometimes, and and you want to put something on for the kid, and it's not on your streaming platform, whatever. Okay, well, if you have Baby Mozart on DVD, you don't have to freaking go sign up for something because your child's screaming. No, you pop this in there, and then they shut up. They will shut up, guaranteed. Because, I don't know, the children that I always show this to, they always like it. I have like 9 more of these. Because I don't want to show them the same thing over and over again, because it's not good for their brain. I want to change it out every so often, so I've built me a collection right here. Change it out every so often, like I said. McDonald, Galileo, Neptune. Neptune's not even a real person or a thing. It's just there's baby Neptune, Beethoven, world animals, neighborhood animals. These are different, apparently. Van Gogh, Bach, language nursery. This teaches your child other languages. Add 3. Mozart. This is the best one, I feel like. That I always get the most positive feedback from this one. But yeah, if you have it all on DVD, no one's just gonna come tell you cannot watch that anymore. No, it's yours. And no one's gonna tell you anything. And because of that, I also made this DVD of The Amazing Digital Circus. It only has like 2 episodes. Apparently I could fit 3, but I didn't know that. As you can see, I was able to draw a bubble, but I couldn't draw Kane that well. Shut up. Volume 1. This does work. I tested it. So cool if I don't have Wi-Fi or service or whatever, and I really want to watch Digital Circus, or if the plague hits and I have a DVD player, but I want to watch Digital Circus and I have that. And if you can't tell, I'm a pretty big Digital Circus fan. I'd say I have this. It's this online PC. Got this printed out on free prints, so, and it took them like forever to send this to me, but you know, whatever, we move on, and yeah. So, what's the point of this video? Well, it's to encourage you to go out and just buy physical media while it's still out there, because, to be honest, in the end, it's all going to be worth it, because while everyone is crying about their subscriptions and streaming service, not being able to get their money back for streaming services, whatever, you're going to be sitting there laughing and watching, like, Sonic 3 on DVD, whatever you want to watch. Yeah, I'd say, that would be pretty awesome. And then, there's also this one thing I really want to get. I saw it on eBay. I'm probably going to show a picture of it right here. Dot and the Kangaroo, a Betamax tape. I mean, it's pretty rare. So I'm probably gonna get it soon. Also, if you don't have an actual PC like I do, and you only have a laptop, but your laptop didn't come with a disk drive, then guess what? You can buy one of these on eBay for like $12. This is how much mine costed, and it worked. No, I mean, it still works. It does its job correctly. It burns and reads discs. Yeah, you have to have it plugged up for it to work, obviously. I'm just gonna plug it up and show you that it works, so I gotta, like, unplug my keyboard or something from my computer real quick. Plug this in. Okay, I think I gotta turn on my actual computer for it to work. Why is it not turning on? Oh, it's because I was pressing the actual disk drive of my computer. But yeah, look. See, it works, does its job. I could put in a blank disc right now, spins around, the little laser right there will read it. And yeah, but it has to actually be plugged up to something to work. So let me unplug it, turn off my computer. But yeah, I was pressing the button to the disk drive, that was why it wasn't turning on. But yeah, let's plug this keyboard back in. Yeah. That's a disk drive. I've tried to get rid of this because I already had a computer that had a disk drive, but I kind of ignored that, and I still bought one of these, but now I tried to get rid of it, and no one wants it, but I guess that's the price I have to pay. I think that's a sign from the universe to get a laptop. I don't know. I don't know, though, if I want to get one. Because, like, I mean, I don't know what I would do with the laptop other than, I guess, work other places. Get to do work that I have to do on my PC and other places. I guess it makes stuff more convenient. I don't know. But, I guess I'm not giving this away anymore. So, yeah. that's the end of the video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you want to see more videos like this. And so yeah, we're out. Look outdoors. Ooh, cow. Come on, cow. That's a place I'll never go. Outside. No, that's okay. I'll just stay here with Edward.